This is the 5-step process to create an email automation without being a tech expert. Today, I'm going to do an email automation for my client, George. This automation is to promote his newsletter to his current email list. We're going to log in our email marketing software. In this case, is MailerLite. It's a software that I suggest to all my clients. So let's go to the computer. All right, when we are in the email marketing software, we're going to search for this tab, which is automations. In MailerLite is right here, but I don't know if it's equal in all the email marketing softwares that are out there. So you need to search for this tab, which is automations. You click on automations, and then you're going to create a new automation. In MailerLite, you only need to click here and create new automation. Um, MailerLite gives you a lot of options about like um, email automations that you can create. But in this case, I want to create one from scratch. You select the name. In this case, will be promo newsletter sequence. And we click start building. So the first step for this whole process of creating an email marketing automation without being a tech expert is to select a trigger. A trigger is the thing that triggers the start of the automation. Normally, people select, like in this case, the most popular option is to complete a form, which is filling out an email subscription form, like in a landing page. For example, in a squeeze page, they put their email, their name, and they click submit. And that's how it counts as filling out a form. We can select that trigger. We can select a trigger of joins a group, which is when a person joins in a group of a segment of your email list. For example, in this case with George, I have created for him a lot of things, but I have created an ebook. So people who join from the squeeze page from that ebook, they are in a specific group that it's called ebook leads. So when people join that group, it triggers certain automations. In this case, we're going to put maybe clicks a link. I think that's the best email trigger because this sequence it's designed to promote an email newsletter for people who are in this newsletter or are not in the newsletter. And let me explain. This is designed to be sent after all the sequences that I've already created for this client. So what I'm going to do right now is to set this automation so people can receive an invitation to join this newsletter, which is a newsletter designed to add a lot of free value to their lives. And I'm going to make this newsletter more broad and independent on whether or regardless of where they join. So I'm going to create emails that say, for example, hey, if you know or you didn't know, I have a free newsletter. Here's the invitation for you. That's what I'm trans that's what I'm transferring to them. It's not what the email says, but is what communicates. So I think clicking a link can be a good trigger, or maybe um, no. I think the best trigger for me is updates files. So for example, in this case, all right, no, this is it's not. Okay, I'm going to put joins a group and I'm going to set the automation in the other email automations. So when people finish that sequence, they will be moved or copied to another group, which will be this group. So we select the group. In this case, we don't have one, so I will click none experiments, which is my group for experiments in this case for just making this video faster, so I don't have to be clicking in and out on the automation. But yeah, next we're going to create the path for them to walk through. This is not in the email automation software yet. The actually you have to have this previously, which is how the workflow is going to be. For example, in this case, I have I think there are like 6 or 7 emails. I'm not sure. Let me see. 4 emails. Okay. I have 4 emails for this sequence. So people get email 1, then 2, then 3, then 4. That's the workflow. Like, for example, in your case can be a very complex email automation. I have created a lot of complex email automations where people get email number 1, and then if they don't click in that email, they get email number 1 reminder, email number 2 reminder, and so on and so forth. And when they click this email reminder, they are moved to email number 2 and 3 and 4, and so on and so forth. For example, for George, I have created also a quiz dependent email automation, which means people get a tailored email depending on the results they have get in the quiz they have fill out. So if they are in group number 1, they receive 4 emails that are just for group number 1, and they are moved to email number 2, which all groups receive that. But if they are in group number 2, they received all the 4 emails for group number 2, and so on and so forth. That's why you need to create this first in your mind, or draw like the workflow, how it's going to flow people into that email automation. For example, maybe in this case it's very simple because it's just for you have email number 1, and if they will receive email number 1, they will receive email number 2, email number 3, and email number 4. But in other automations, like I mentioned before, it's a bit more complex. So make sure you draw the boxes and create a visual image on how you will want to look the automation at the end. Now, the step number 3 is to write the copy for the emails. In this case, I have already written the copy for my client, so it's easier for me. But if you haven't, start writing the copy for each email. For example, if you are going to create 4 emails, like in my case, write the copy for email number 1, which I don't know, maybe it's welcome email. The second email, it's story email. The third email is like problem agitate solution email. And the fourth one, I don't know, maybe it's like urgency email. I don't know. But write the copy for each email so it complements the previous one and also adds new things and serves its purpose, so it actually creates the desire for people to buy what you offer at the end of the sequence. And if you don't know how to write copy like an elite copywriter, you have 2 options. Number 1, click the link below and grab my free ebook on the topic so you can start learning the basics on copywriting and do it yourself. Or option number 2, if you are more serious and you want to leverage the skills of an elite copywriter, click the second link below to apply to work one-on-one with me. So let's go back to the email automation, which is step number 4. Start creating the logic, which is add all of these elements in the automation. For example, if you want to delay the recipient of an email, you select delay. If you want to create conditions, for example, what I mentioned before, like if people open this link, if people open this email and then do this, move them to this next email. If they don't, move them to this another email. So this is what creates that. If you want to create A/B testing, like for example, test this email with a certain percentage of the audience, but this other email to the other percentage of the audience, and see which one beats the control and which one it's like the best, so it converts best, and then you use the one that converts the most. So now what we're going to do after selecting the trigger is selecting the element of sending an email. In MailerLite, you have here like the uh, things. What I want you to do is like have a name for each email, or yeah, for each email. In this case, this will be email number one, because this is a promo sequence. I don't need to be like in other sequences, like welcome sequences. I have to create like welcome email one, welcome email two, welcome email three. And for example, if they have like that reminder and breakup email, reminder email number one, reminder email number two, breakup email, and all of that. Also, if there are like welcome email but also promo email sequence in the same automation, what I create is like to differentiate the emails: welcome, 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 and then promo email number one, promo email number two, promo email number three, and so on and so forth. So here's the most going to fill out part: the spaces that I've shown you in the computer. So in this case, I have the copy in a Word document. So I just copy and paste everything. Like subject line, I put the subject line right here. Then in the pre-header, I'm going to select the preview text, which is here. And we're going to click in design email. So you're going to do this for each email that you're going to create in the automation. You can select, like, for example, drag and drop editor. I never use that, honestly, so I don't know how it works. I normally use the rich text editor, which is very simple. And you also, if you have like coding skills, you can custom HTML editor. We're going to select, just for the sake of this video, rich text editor. And if you're not a text expert or a programmer, I suggest you to select that option too. In your email software automation, if you use MailerLite, it's very easy for you because you're seeing these. So once we are here, we have like the text. We're going to delete this text and add the text of the body of our email, which is right here. So you click Control C, Control B, so you copy and paste, and here's the email. Also, when you have emails, I don't know if this one have any link, but okay, this has no links to click on, but just imagine that this is a link. If you want to add a link, you only need to select the text and go to this and insert link. You copy and paste the link and then put insert, and it will become, the text will be the link. So if people click the text, they will be redirected to the link. Once you have all correctly set in place this email, you click done editing, and that's the first email. Then you will follow the workflow that you have selected for this email automation. In this case, it's very simple, but it needs like some delays. For example, for this one, we're going to select a delay of 1 day, and we're going to increase that uh, 2 times every time that passes. For example, today is 1 day. Tomorrow will be wait 2 days. And the day after, wait 3 days. And that way we don't saturate people's inbox. So we select the delayed, wait 1 day, and we select now the email number 2. And we do the same process over and over again. So I will delete this here, and I will show you an example of how a finished email automation looks like. Also, when you finish the automation, just click on activate and it will be activated. So here is the email automation completed. If you see this automation has 2 triggers, which is people completes a form and people joins a group. Also, I have if you click here, you allow people re-enter the automation. So when they fill out again, or if they fit again the triggers, they will re-trigger the automation and it will add them again to the automation. I suggest to use this if you want you can use it. And also, like you mentioned, it triggers the automation. They receive email number one. It waits 12 hours, then receive email number two, which is a reminder email for people, in regardless of if they have clicked or not. It's just a reminder. Then it waits 2 days. They receive welcome email number two, which adds value. They wait 1 day more. They receive welcome email number three. Sorry. They wait 3 days. They receive welcome number four. They wait 3 days. Welcome number five. Wait 3 days. Welcome number six. Wait 1 day. Promo number one. Wait 2 days. Promo number two. Wait 1 day. Promo number four. Wait 1 day. Promo number five, and so on and so forth until promo number seven. So that's how an email automation. Now, the next step, it's obviously to send it to yourself and test it. So just send to you the email automation and complete all the automation before you start promoting that lead magnet or that landing page that activates the trigger. Because you want to do this because it's more likely that sometimes the email automation don't work as expected. For example, with George, one problem that we faced is that the ebook link was broken, and we didn't see that until a lead reached out to him and tell them that the ebook link was broken. So I suggest, for my own mistakes, to review your work. Review your email automation for yourself before you lose sales or leads because it's not working. So complete the form, join the landing page with another email, your own email, but your secondary email, and review all the copy. For example, if you have like that email that are more complex with the conditions, join one email and complete the conditions. Like, for example, okay, I'm going to click the emails so I can be moved to the email number two. But also in other email, don't open the emails to see if the reminder and the breakup emails appear and works. Also review the links, review all of that so it's all set correctly and working 100% right. And also, if there are anything that you need to fix or tweak, do it. Change it, fix it, and then you activate the automation, which you do by clicking this button here and activating the email. Congratulations! Now you have a complete email marketing automation set correctly and working 100% of its capabilities, all without being a tech expert. Also, another tip, check the results in 7 days. But how you will start activating these sequences if you have no leads? Well, you need to start generating leads. But how did you generate leads if you have no traffic? Well, that's exactly why I created this video that will help you attract people to your info business or personal brand, so you can start generating leads and ultimately generating sales.